So you've been thinking about making the move to Fayetteville, Arkansas. So maybe it's because you want to be close to the university. Maybe you're a huge Razorbacks fan and you want to be close for all of the game days. Maybe you have kids who are moving here and you just want to be close for when they attend college, or a number of other things. Well, whatever the case is, in today's video we are going to give you some pros as well as some cons, showing you why maybe Fayetteville isn't so much for you, or maybe why it's the perfect place for you to call home. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris Moutry and I am with the Agent Plus Real Estate Group right here in Northwest Arkansas. If this is your first time to our channel, this is Living in the Ozarks, where we go over everything you would ever need to know when it comes to moving to and living in the Ozarks, but more specifically Northwest Arkansas. So if this is your first time to the channel, be sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell, because every single week we drop multiple videos showing you exactly what it's like to live and to move to this area. More specifically today, Fayetteville, Arkansas. And now, as much as we love making these videos for you, showing you what it's like here, we would love even more to help you accomplish your real estate goals. So that number popping up below, be sure to give us a call. You can shoot us a text, or you can even email us if you prefer to contact us that way. However you guys want to reach out, go ahead and reach out to us, and we would love to help you make the move here. All right, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into this video where we are going to give you the pros as well as the cons of living in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Alright guys, so if you are like me, you would rather take the bad news first and keep the good for the very end. So we're going to go ahead and start off. We're going to go back and forth and go with cons and pros. So the first con has to be the housing prices here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Now, if you have seen our pros and cons video of Bentonville, Arkansas, then you'll also know this was the first con of that video too. I promise that all the other ones are going to be different, but this is one that we have to go ahead and start out with, because Fayetteville honestly is probably the next most expensive city here in all of Northwest Arkansas. Now, it is a little bit bigger, and obviously you have the college here and everything else, so that does kind of change up prices, but it is going to be quite a bit more expensive than some of the other more affordable areas here in Northwest Arkansas. So our average sale price in Fayetteville for year to date has been around $325,000, somewhere in there. I think it was like $328,000, but that is going to be not absurdly more than some of the other places, but as a whole for our metro, it is quite a bit higher. So there's definitely going to be, you know, just different pockets of more expensive areas and neighborhoods and subdivisions, and then there's going to be some cheaper areas too, such as some older neighborhoods, depending on where they are located. So if you end up buying something, you know, right next to the university, you are going to pay a premium for this area. That's where you can get up there, you know, and you're going to see prices anywhere, you know, honestly around that $250 a square foot and up from there. That is a lot higher than our average here in the metro, which we rarely see go over $200 a square. So if that is something that you're looking for, by the university, then just be expected to pay those prices. There is quite a few homes that go up for sale there too. There's not a ton, but there is, it is something that we frequently see, so you can get into those areas. But also, I don't want you guys thinking that you're priced out of Fayetteville just because they do have a lot of affordable areas too. So there's going to be places over on the west side of the highway to where you're going to be able to get into some new construction at a really good affordable rate and all of the other stuff too. But that definitely can be a con as a whole for Fayetteville, which is the housing prices. All right, so finally, let's get to some good news. So pro number one is going to be the location. Now, if you didn't know, Fayetteville is located right on the outskirts of the Ozark Mountains. It's a beautiful area where you can be driving through town and you can see tops of the mountains and all the other stuff. Now, I do want to say it's not like some crazy huge mountain, but they are the Ozark Mountains. This is where the Ozark National Forest is too, and it still makes for some beautiful, beautiful views. The other thing is it's very green around here, so you're going to see a ton of trees. It's almost like that you can miss places in Fayetteville and the whole metro for that matter, because stuff can be kind of tucked around in all of these trees and kind of hidden. Like there's some parks where you wouldn't even know that they existed unless you like GPS there, because you can't even see it. And then you pull in there, it's this huge park with basketball courts, tennis courts, skateboard park area, like a small splash pad, like water park where the bucket like dumps water on. It's really, really cool, and it's hidden back in there. There's tons of walking trails and biking trails, obviously, along with that. But it's definitely going to be a location thing here when it comes to a huge pro, because it is just a beautiful, beautiful area. Now, I could also see where some people could consider the location a con, because it is quite a bit farther away from like a Rogers in the Bentonville area. But for the most part, people who live in Fayetteville absolutely love Fayetteville, and they're not going to do a whole lot more in those other cities all the time either. Now, that's not to say that you can't, because like I said, it's only about a 30 to 45 minute drive to those different areas, depending, on like time for like traffic and rush hour and stuff. But here in Fayetteville, you have everything that you're gonna need, so why even bother? All right, so back to some bad news. Con number two is going to be, it is a college town with a lot of college kids. Now, obviously, this is only a pro, or this is only a con for some people, and it could also be a pro for some other people. But if you are someone who is looking for a more family-friendly area, there is a ton of options here in Fayetteville still. But if you're going to go to like the downtown area and in the actual school times where all of the college kids are here, then it is at the heart of Fayetteville, it is a college city. So that's something to remember. And with that, you have all of the college kids. There's a lot more bars here. I will say that Fayetteville does a really good job at kind of keeping it in that one area there by like Dixon Street and like Block Street in the downtown area. So it's not something that you have to go through and deal with. But for some people, the college kids and the college town can definitely be a con. All right, so we're not going to change too much up here with our second pro. Pro number two is going to be that it is a college city with college kids. So like I said, this can be a pro or a con, just depends on who you are, your lifestyle, and how you look at it. So if you are someone obviously who's attending college, this is a huge pro. It's a great school. It's got some awesome medical programs, some engineering programs, and a ton of other stuff too. They have awesome sports facilities here. We have one of the top baseball teams in the entire nation year after year. We can have a decent football team, just depends which year that it is. The basketball team's getting better and better. So there's tons of things that are a positive here with the college. So if you're a college kid, it's a huge pro. If you are a mom or a dad or a family who their kids are about to go to college and you just want to be closer to them, that's a huge pro too then. If your kids go to college, maybe you're retired or maybe you can work from home and remotely, then you move here and then you can be close to your college kids whenever they go and attend college. Now, I don't know how much they will like that, but that's definitely a pro for the parents. And now another way that you could look at it as a pro too is maybe your kids aren't in that college age or ready to attend college yet, but they're getting close, they're getting ready to graduate. Maybe they're in their junior or senior year of high school, getting ready to graduate and go to college, and they want to go here, then you could actually move here and probably save some money on that in-state tuition too. So like I said, there's a ton of ways that this can be a pro. There's also a few that it can be a con. All right, so con number three is going to be the location. Now, I know what you're thinking. You said that location was the number one pro. Well, it is also like I was saying before, it can be a huge con. So it just depends on what you're doing, where you're working, kind of what you want out of the area and your lifestyle. So if you're planning on just being in Fayetteville, then yes, location is a huge pro. If you're planning on doing a lot of stuff in Rogers and Bentonville, if you want to go to Beaver Lake a lot, you know, you really are a 30 to 45 minute, even plus drive to places such as like Bella Vista. And in traffic, it can get really annoying, and you can definitely get jammed up there in some different traffic jams and make it even longer. So if you're someone, like I was saying, who wants to be in Fayetteville and stay there for the most part, then it's a great pro. But if you're doing a whole lot more, I mean, there's no way in the world that I would live in Fayetteville and work in, say, like Bentonville. It's just too far, and it's too much of a drive every single day, day in and day out. So I would definitely say that if you are, you know, going to be doing a lot of other things, now if it's just an occasional thing, you know, like going up to like Rogers and Bentonville for like date nights and all that stuff, even once or twice a week's not a big deal. But if you're going to be daily commuting to Bentonville and Rogers, in my opinion, you should probably just go ahead and move to one of those cities that are a lot closer. All right, so we finally made it. We made it to our final pro. So pro number 3 is going to be just the local entertainment that is here in Fayetteville. So every single day you can go and enjoy the downtown area. So the downtown square, where there's a lot of different shops, you know, and restaurants. Also, of course, Dixon Street, you know, so there's gonna be a ton of one-off shops, bars, and restaurants, really unique places that you can go and really enjoy and see the whole culture of not only Fayetteville, but Northwest Arkansas for that matter. So it definitely is a super cool place for going and enjoying just everything that Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas has to offer. Now, when it comes to kind of some of the local stuff here that is more specific just to Fayetteville, you're gonna have things like the Walton Arts Center, which they actually just announced this year that they're gonna start doing a live concert series. I think that's actually already started. So there's a ton of cool stuff there. Obviously, like we were saying, the Dixon Street area for all the different bars and stuff. Then you also have stuff like on a yearly basis, the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, which is a huge kind of biker event, but it's not something, you know, to where you can't take your family to. You know, everyone's welcome. It's called Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So if you're someone who enjoys barbecue and bikes, it definitely is an awesome time to bring the family out, have a good time, eat some awesome food, and also meet some really cool people too. They have tons of stuff, you know, like vendors set up and all the other stuff, so it's a really cool time. And of course, you have all the sporting events like we were saying here. So whenever the Arkansas Razorback football team plays here at home at the university, they're gonna have just this whole street just lined with like tailgating and all kinds of stuff. There's gonna be people up there at the RV park where they're all coming in like families and stuff, and they're all, I mean, there's tons of RVs there. It's just a really cool atmosphere and really fun place to be. And like I said, we have one of the top ranked baseball teams every single year for college baseball. So if you want to get behind that, that's an awesome time to go. And just the actual baseball stadium is one of the nicest in the entire country. It actually looks like a little miniature like MLB stadium. So it's super cool. And obviously you get a lot better prices than going to an actual Major League Baseball game. And then of course you have all of the biking trails and the hiking and walking trails and all the other stuff that comes along with this area. But that is definitely going to be our pro number 3, just the local entertainment and things that you can do here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. All right, so with all that being said, if you guys are still looking to make the move here, hopefully we didn't turn you off too bad with those cons, and hopefully those pros made you, you know, even more interested in the area and moving here. So if you guys are even considering making the move here, then be sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, or email us if you would prefer to contact us that way. However you guys want to reach out, go ahead and reach out, and we seriously would absolutely love to help you make the move here. That's why we do these videos. You know, yes, we do them every single week and we enjoy making these, but like I said, we would love even more to help you accomplish your real estate goals and make it a reality by helping you move here. So go ahead and reach out to us, and of course, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell. That way you're notified every time that we drop these multiple videos every single week showing you what it's like to live and to move to this area. But until the next time, there should be some more videos popping up here now showing you even more of what it's like to live not only in Fayetteville but the whole Northwest Arkansas area. So go ahead and click on one of those and check them out. But until the next time, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.